Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I'll be showing how you can install Ubuntu in a virtual machine on macOS with Apple Silicon Series chip. So without further ado, let's get started. First we'll have to download a couple of files. So we'll head over to a browser window and search for UTM. We'll go to the first link and then we'll simply click on download. You can also download it from Mac App Store, but we'll download it from here for now. Alright, let it download, and we'll also need to download the Ubuntu ISO image file. So we'll go to ubuntu.com and then here we'll click on download Ubuntu and download Ubuntu desktop. As you can see here, we can download the LTS version, but this one has only Intel or AMD architecture. So we'll scroll down and the latest one is Ubuntu 25.04 and this one has an ARM architecture version. So we'll go ahead and download this ARM version. Alright, it might take some time to download both of these files, so I'll come back when the downloads are finished. Alright, both of these files have been downloaded. Now it's time to install UTM. So let's right click it and click on open. Then we will simply drag UTM to the application folder. And then we'll also eject UTM. Alright, now we'll go ahead and open up UTM. So let's open up Spotlight by pressing Command Space and search for UTM. Let's click on it. Click on Open. Click on Continue. Alright, now we'll create a new virtual machine. So let's click on this plus icon and we'll click on Virtualize. Then we'll select Linux. Now we'll select the ISO image file. So let's click on Browse and we'll go to the downloads and select the Ubuntu ISO file. Click on Open. Alright, next we'll click on Continue. Then we'll select the RAM. We'll go with 4 GB of RAM. We can also select the number of CPU cores. Let's select 4. We can also enable hardware acceleration. So let me check it and then we'll simply click on Continue. Alright, we can also specify a different drive size, but we'll go with the default 64 GB. Let's click on Continue. Then we can also share a folder with this virtual operating system. So let's go to Browse. We'll create a new folder here. So let's call it File Share. Let's create it and we'll select it. Then we'll simply click on Continue. As you can see, these are the configuration of our virtual Ubuntu machine. You can change something here or you can leave it as it is. We can call it Ubuntu. Then we'll simply click on Save. Alright, now it is time to run our virtual machine. So let's click on this play icon. Hopefully it should boot within a few seconds. Let's press return. Alright, hopefully it should go ahead and go through the installation processes. Let me minimize the other window. Click on Allow to give microphone access. Now we'll go through the regular installation process. So we'll select English as the language. We'll skip the accessibility for now. We'll go with the default English keyboard. We'll go with the wired internet connection. Then we'll go with the install Ubuntu since we want to install it. Here we'll go with the interactive installation. Here we can select the extended selection in order to install other office tools and utilities. Let's click on next. Then we would like to install third-party softwares as well. So let's check it. And we'll also check the download and install support for additional media formats. Then click on next. Here we'll not partition the virtual hard disk, so we'll go with erase disk and install Ubuntu. We'll simply click on next. You can encrypt the virtual hard disks, but for now we'll go with no encryption. Then we need to provide a name. Let's call it take time. We can change computer names, but for now we'll leave it as it is. Then we need to provide a password. We need to confirm it. So I'll type it again. Then we'll simply click on next. Here we can change the time zone. I will leave it as it is and click on next. So here is a review of our choices. If everything looks fine, we'll simply click on install. This might take a while, so let's be patient. Alright, as you can see, Ubuntu has been installed successfully. Now we'll go ahead and do a restart. Looks like it got stuck at something, so we'll close it and restart it again. So let's power off. Click on OK. And we'll open UTM again. And then we will rerun it. Then we'll go to boot from next volume. Hopefully this time it will boot into the installed Ubuntu system. Alright, as you can see, we are greeted with the Ubuntu login window. So let's press return and type in the password. Press return again. As you can see, we are inside Ubuntu desktop. So let's go through the initial setup. Click on next. Next again. Then we'll simply click on finish. Alright, our Ubuntu desktop is up and running in a virtual machine, and we can use this Ubuntu desktop environment as a fully functional operating system. Anyways, that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to like, comment and subscribe. I will see you in the next one. Bye.